Hi guys, welcome to the task 4 of IST CET's Blender 3D workshop. In this task, you will learn the basics of animation using Blender 3D. So we are going to animate a scene. Let's say we are going to animate a ball dropping from a height. To make a ball, we have to first make a sphere, and for that we have many methods, and one of the methods is by selecting your object and toggling to edit mode. You can toggle between these modes by clicking tab also. In the edit mode, select your object, right click your mouse, then subdivide. You can see in the bottom, select the subdivide tab and increase the number of cuts and maximize the smoothness to 1. Then go back to object mode, right click your sphere and press shade smooth. Now you have a perfect smooth sphere. The next step we have to do is to create a platform or a surface for it to bounce back. For that you have to press Shift A. Then from the mesh select plane. You have to scale the plane by pressing S. Select the desired size for your plane. Now you have a ball and a surface for it to bounce back. Now the scene is ready to animate. To create animation, you have to set keyframes at different positions of your object. Before that, if you look into the bottom of your window, you can see a timeline. It is in this timeline window we are setting the keyframes for animations, and you can see certain numbers 0, 10, 20. This represents the frame of your animation. So let's just fix the first keyframe at this position. To fix a keyframe, press I. Then you have to select the type of keyframe. Most of the time it will be lock rod, location or log scale. Let us just select log rod. You can see in the timeline a yellow colored diamond appears. This represents a keyframe. We have to select another keyframe at another position of the sphere. So let's move to frame 10. You can move through frames in the timeline by pressing your arrow key on the keyboard or by using your mouse. Let's skip to frame 10. Now you have to change the position of your sphere by grabbing it by pressing G. Then to move along the Z axis, press Z. Then move by using your mouse. Let's just fix it here. Here you have to create a keyframe by pressing I, select log rod. Now you have two keyframes. We are creating the third keyframe at 20th frame. To set the third keyframe, we have to change the position of our sphere. Let it touch the floor. Then to set a keyframe, press I, then select log rod. We now have three keyframes. Then to set the fourth keyframe, move to 30th frame. Then we have to change the position of the sphere. For that press G, Z, then raise your sphere a bit, press I, lock rod. You have to continue doing this up to the required number of frames. Now we have created a bouncing motion for our ball. The next thing we are going to do is setting movement for our camera. To select the, you can see our camera here. To select the view through our camera, press 0 on your number. You can see that the frame is oversized. To reduce the frame size, you can click on view, then navigation, then work navigation, then press shift S. Stop at the desired position, then press enter. Now you have a full frame. In a similar way, you created keyframes for your object. We have to set keyframes for your camera motion. Let the first keyframe be at this position. To create a keyframe at this position, press I, then select log scale. Then we have to pan our camera. We are going to pan our camera a little closer to the object. For that, move to the 10th frame. Then to move your camera, go to view, navigation, walk navigation, and press W or shift W for faster movement. Let's stop it here. Press enter. Then to set keyframe, press I, select log scale. You can see that your camera is panning, and you can select as many positions for your camera. Let's select some more positions. Move to frame 20. To delete a keyframe, just select the keyframe and right click and delete keyframe. Now if we move through the timeline, you can see that our camera as well as object is in motion. You have just created a motion for your object as well as a camera. You have just created motion for your camera as well as your object. Now you have just created your first animation using Blender. You can also add many other properties to this. You can add a noise modifier for shaky camera actions, handheld effect, or etc. Before rendering your file, you have to crop your video or animation to the frames till the frames you have motion. So we have here from motion till 60th frame, so we are going to crop at 70th frame. We are doing this by changing the end tab to 70. This will drastically reduce your rendering time. And to render your file, go to your render tab in this side menu, and from there select your desired output folder. I'm going to select my documents. Then file format, you have to select as FFmpeg video. Then go to render. From there press render animation. You can also press Ctrl F12. Now you can see that your animation is being rendered. It takes usually some time, and if you have included more frames, it will take more time to render. Hope you understand. If you have any doubts, feel free to contact us. Thank you.